What's going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and today I'm going to be showing you some gameplay on Lost Battlefield and showcase the new hero, which is Drake DD. Now, this is a team right here where I mainly put this team together to go up against an Ares team. Now, the idea of this team right here is for Drake to stun the Ares first and have Multanica debuff the whole team while Skull Knight will go in and start destroying everything. Now, Drake basically gets the stun off first, which basically gives me a chance to get my attack off first, which is why they're put all the way in the front like this. So if I can find an Ares team, I'll be able to put this team specifically against it. But yeah, this is the team that I have going on right now. There are some that I want to change, like for instance this Immortep. But I think that it works really well with this team as I currently have it. And I'm also experimenting with this Death Knight. I usually have Spirit Mage there also, but I don't know, maybe Death Knight can bring something to this. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. So let's go ahead and refresh this real quick. Alright, so I see Hoahuin, Banzai Chimp, Z-King. Let's go to Sea-King, and I see Cupid, so the first instinct that I get is I want to use my Ares to shut down that Cupid, and then I'll use that secondary team and see if it's matched up against the Ares. So let's see. Okay, so no Ares here. There is a Warlock though. Okay, I shut down pretty much everybody. Okay, there we go, and then, okay, perfect. That worked out pretty well. Alright, so let's see if this is up against... Oh, okay, here we go. This is up against the Ares team. Now, which Drake goes up first? His Drake went up first, which kind of kills me there. So he has basically the same idea, except his went off first, which is huge. But in this case, I should be able to win this one, just because of sheer power of this team that I have. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I got it. Good. Alright, so we got 40 points off there. I'm gonna go with MVZ, and I see this Atlanta core, and the first thing that I want to do is shut it down. So I'm gonna use Ares. I'm gonna use pretty much the same way. There's a Drake here, which is not good. But his team is kind of slow, so might be able to take advantage of this. And I was perfect. So his team wasn't able to follow up because it was way behind. Okay, so here we go. This is up against an Ares team. I think he had some sort of side shield on his Ares on that one, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think I'm just gonna outmuscle everybody here. Okay, so there we go. My Triantar started reviving people, and I got the win on that one. So that's good. Okay, so I have Ryan here. Let's go up against Ryan. I see an Orcsbane, so I'm thinking that team is not going to be that impressive. So I'm going to use my damage team first, and then my Ares team, and leave that one last. So let's see if I was right. Yep, I was right. So my damage team should be able to take this one out, no problem. Oh my god, Santa, stop it. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I see the Warlock. I see a lot of debuffs on this one, so it might be about... Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so let me see if this Death Knight kind of... Oh, wow. Okay, so Death Knight didn't do anything there, so I don't know. I might not keep him around. Okay, so I see Nashira. I see Thunder God. And I see Thunder God, and I want to go with this team first, just to see if I can offset those stuns, and then I'll go with my Ares team, and then leave my damage team for last. So let's see if I was right. Oh no, Drake versus Drake. Who procs first? His Drake procced first on this one also. That's not a good look. But it looks like I might pull it off. Wow, that's the power. Wow. That's the power of Skull Knight. Alright, so this is Ares versus Ares. This is going to be interesting. Who gets there first? I did. So this pretty much just wins it for me. Yep. Alright, cool. So we are at 451, and it doesn't look like we got anybody over me, so let's refresh it again. 458. Okay. We'll give this a shot. Loki. He has a Minnow. Minnow first, I wonder. Let's go with my Ares team first and then this team. And leave the damage for last. So let's see if I picked right. It looks like I might have picked right, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it looks like I picked right. Oh no. Oh no, Ares shut him down. Okay, so let's see if I can get his Ares on this one. Oh man, this is his really big debuff team. This might be a bad look for me. Oh yeah, wow. This is his big debuff team. But I don't know, my Skull Knight is still alive. I might have a chance still. With Skull Knight, anything is possible. It looks like I pulled it off just because of Skull Knight being all powerful and stuff. There it goes. Okay, so my teams are working great, except that I'm still not sure about that Death Knight in the team. This spot right here for Death Knight, I don't know what I want to do with it just yet. I have so many other options, like for instance, I'm not really fond of Druid because he's not going to really do much. Spirit Mage is definitely an option. Thunder God is 505 Revite, so that can be an option. I don't like Reaper because Reaper is kind of slow and he would have to lead. And I like my leads already. I have the debuffer, the stunner, and then the buffer in Pumpkin Duke. And then Harpy Queen procs right away, so she can be back there. But then, I don't know. Maybe Atlanta Core just to kind of throw people off. But this team kind of lacks damage as it is, so I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. I like Death Knight there just because he already has a revive. His proc does a lot of damage. But at the same time, I like Spirit Mage there also. Especially once I get Spirit Mage evolved. This team, I really like this team. I think what I'm going to start doing is, before I do this, I'm going to go in and change the secondary talent from Destroyer to Psy Shield. That way his stun cannot be, disabled by Ares or something like that. And unfortunately, Dread Drake didn't really see much play on this one, just because the other one went off first. But I'm really liking my Triantar in this spot just because he can revive and save that whole match. And then this is just pretty much the damage. This is just trying to out damage everybody. So I like my team. I like my team. Now let me go ahead and raid a little bit with Dread Drake just because I know that I haven't shown too much gameplay with Dread Drake. And actually, let me show my altar real quick. This is pretty much my updated altar. These are my evolved heroes right now. Ares, Cupid, Minotaur, Pumpkin Duke, Santa Boom, Harpy Queen. I just got Harpy Queen up to 9 of 10. It does a lot of damage in arena. Vlad Dracula, Druid, Moltanica, and I think Destroyer is my last one, I believe. Yeah. And then, of course, I got these other ones that I do want to get leveled up, but these are my other heroes. I did finally get my Warlock up to 180. Now I'm just pretty much waiting on HP. The same with my Dread Drake. It is 180 now at 8 of 10. And Skull Knight is still kind of behind just because you can't even evolve him right now, so there's no point. But let's go ahead and show you some gameplay with Dread Drake and some raids. Just to show you how he does. I wanna get a raid that's kind of spread out. Okay, like this one. Well, getting Dread Drake in the base might actually be a good idea as well, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now that we actually have him in the base. Wow. Okay, Nick. It's a lot of guardians there, buddy. Wow, that was a lot of gold. Actually, I should have gone for that. But this is actually what I'm looking for. Just to see how his proc works and how much damage it does. So we're just going to keep a lookout on this side. And it looks like he has a Dread Drake of his own. Look at this. He's actually shooting bombs back at me. That's not a good look. Just keep your eye out on the bombs. And how, if you take a look, it is concentrated for the most part in the middle of their base. Meaning their heroes, the towers, the vaults. That's where his bombs are mainly going to. And even though that other Dread Drake is shooting bombs back at me, take a look at his shield. It is blocking so much damage that Dread Drake's proc is only doing about 3,000. Look, 3,000. So it's not even doing that much damage. So that shield is, I think, the most underrated part about him right now that I'm noticing that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. They love the proc is great. It's got plenty of targets like a spirit mage. It's pretty much a better spirit mage just because of the amount of targets and how fast he can get it off. But that shield is amazing. He basically takes 0 damage, and there's only a half a second of cooldown in between the shield and when he can proc again. And he doesn't have to hit anything, so it's an insta shield pretty much. So I'm really loving the shield. There it is. And one more proc. Boom. There. So yeah, I am really liking Dread Drake. In Arena, it's been actually pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and just show some arena runs. I don't even remember these, but usually in Arena, the first one to go off first usually wins. But then it will depend on who the Warlock proc'd on. If they have a Harpy Queen, if the Harpy Queen hits again, because what ends up happening if you have Harpy Queen, if your Harpy Queen keeps hitting their Dread Drake, they're just gonna keep stunning you, and that actually might work against you. So that's something to watch out for as well. On this one, they actually procced first again. I missed the Ares completely. So I don't even remember how I won this one. Oh, he missed my Ares. Well, that is unfortunate. That pretty much is the only reason I won. I can assure you of that. And then his Santa did not shoot both missiles at me, so that was unfortunate on his end. But take a look at my hero's HP. Like a lot of times in these matches, once you get to the altar, when you have Warlock, Harpy Queen, Dread Drake, I mean, this is how you're getting to the altar now. It's not like the old arena where you would get to the altar at full HP. If your heroes aren't inscribed high or have a high skill level or even evolved at this point, they probably won't even make the altar. So yeah, now that the server reset, actually, let me see where I stand in Lost Battlefield. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, I am 1 point off from the leader. And I actually skipped Huahuin. Isn't this the person I skipped twice? Maybe it was a good idea that I skipped him. Wow, okay. So I'm 1 point off from the leader. So I'm doing well. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys some gameplay just because my computer right now is kind of down and out. So I'm trying to get that fixed. And I know I've been putting out a lot of rolling videos. So I kind of just want to break that and bring some gameplay. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until later. Bye!